Ah, hello everyone. Welcome to the Plants vs Zombies Experience Part 3. Oh my god, 3 uploads, and this time this is horrible. Uh, but yes, this is Part 3 of the Plants vs Zombies Experience. If you have not seen the first 2 parts, I would highly recommend it. But if you're dropping in on Part 3, then that's totally fine. I really don't. Now, just jumping in straight into the level. I could say that the pole levels were definitely harder than the last 2, which is weird when you have sunflowers from the sky. But it's just because I was playing dumb and not smart, especially with this level. As you can see, I put the sunflower in the 5th row instead of the 4th, which I should have done just because of how hard it was to actually put everything there. But since it was the first level, it was still pretty easy. But since nothing else happens, I guess we can get into the first new plant we actually have, which is
plants.
Lily pad. You literally need lily pad to beat the game, so it's obviously like an S tier plant just because. But yeah, lily pad is the new plant we have in the pole levels. So with him out of the way, or her, I actually don't know, but with them out of the way, I guess we could go to the next zombie, which is
Zombie.
duck tube zombie. Literally just a normal zombie, but in a duck tube so you can go in the water. That's all it is. Yeah, there's like nothing else to it. Okay, next plant.
Plants.
Squash. Another one of my favorites for some reason. I have a lot of weird favorite plants, and I definitely have to do a tier list now, just because. But yeah, that's literally all that happened this level. Squash was introduced. Newspapers came back for some reason. And that was really it. I guess we can go on to the next plant. Yeah, we're moving quick. Only 3 minutes in, and we're already this quick. So let's let's go. Super Mario.
Plants.
3-Peter. To be honest with you, I have never been the biggest fan of 3-Peter, and I think the main reason just because of how his heads look. And how they're weirdly connected to the back of his head, and there's no leaf in the back, and that always just looked weird to me. But also his absurd sun price, and I get it, 3 pea shooters, 300 sun, but why the extra 25? That's like kind of weird to me. But yeah, 3-Peter, never really been a favorite, but I still do like the guy, so yeah. Now, with him gone, let's get into the next zombie.
Zombie.
The snorkel zombie. I don't know why, but I love the concept. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, he has to dive under. The only way to get rid of him is with 2 plants. That's just perfect. Or 3, 4. Okay, there's a lot of ways to get rid of him, but still, I love him so much. And that's really it for this level. It was pretty easy. The 3-Peters were pretty hard to get. Obviously, 300 sun each, but yeah. And I guess with that, we can go straight into the next plant, who is
plants.
And Tangle kelp. I've always loved the design of Tangle kelp, and when I was younger, he used to be my favorite plant. Like, no joke. Whenever I get to the pole levels, I would literally choose Tangle kelp, then sunflower, then lily pad. I used to do that a lot, and I find that really funny. But yeah, I love his design. This design's really cool, and that's really all I have to say about Tangle kelp. Yeah. And so I guess, hey, with me at this point, nothing really happened. Is a normal level again. This one had 3 flags. I do not think the last one had 3 flags, but yeah. Pole levels, a lot of the levels have 3 flags, which is pretty cool. I like longer levels just because they're funner to play, and it makes you able to really build out your defense, and I find that really cool. But before we move on to the next plant, I just have to kind of ramble on about something. This world brings back a lot of older zombies, and by older I mean, pole vaulter, newspaper, and football zombie, which I don't really like, because this world has a big lack of new zombies, like, that are memorable to me at least. The bobsled team, I never remember them. Like, I almost forgot to make the Smash Bros thing for them until literally last minute, and then the dolphin zombie is quite memorable. Everyone I don't feel like some people when they think of zombies, some people might think of him. And snorkel, to me at least, is iconic. I love the snorkel zombie. And then the I don't know his name. the fat zombie that drives that little thing. I never remember him. He was like the last one I made because I almost forgot him too. And I just feel like this world could have used so many more zombies, especially because they're competing with the night levels, which I feel like the night levels have way more iconic zombies in the series. Obviously not as iconic as someone like Brown Coat or Gargantua and obviously Dr. Zamos, but All-Star is literally in Garden Warfare, and so was Newspaper. So I feel like they could have had a bigger chance to put more new zombies into this so they could, just be more cool. And there is a lot of canceled, Plants vs. Zombies content artwork that I really would have loved to see in the actual game. But that's just a little rant. I guess now we can move on to the final flag. Excuse me, that was so rude of me. Anyways, but after this, we actually don't get a new plant. We get a piece of bacon. I'm not making a goddamn smash intro for a fucking piece of bacon. What are you gonna do with the piece of bacon? I don't know. I'm just gonna give it to Crazy Dave because apparently he's been looking for it this entire time. And he's gonna rub it all over. What the fuck? But after that weird conversation, we get the opportunity to buy Twin Sunflower, Gatling Pea, and I bought Twin Sunflower. So say hello to
Plants.
Jalapeno. Yeah, let's I guess play the intro now.
Plants.
We can get into him later, but for right now, we're gonna talk about Twin Sunflower. And as you can tell, I forgot her. And you know what? I think that's all about Twin Sunflower because that's basically all the attention she gets in this series. So, this episode. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next plant, Jalapeno. Yeah. Jalapeno. He's like actually the only pole plant I actually have a plush of. And that's not a joke. I'm looking right now. Yeah, it literally is only Jalapeno. There's nobody else. So, but since Jalapeno's out the way, I guess we can move on to the next zombie. Give him a sec. He takes a while to show up. He's peeking out right now. There he is!
Zombie.
Although Bobsled hasn't popped up yet, I'm including them since they're basically a package deal. So, yeah. I guess we could just skip to the next flag, and I guess I can talk about the new plant. So let's go. But seriously, this level was pretty easy for the most part, even though I was only using pea shooters and repeaters. It was still pretty easy. But the next plant is Spikeweed. I like him. Let's get into him.
Plants.
Spikeweed, another way to get rid of the ice zombie. I don't remember his name. But I find it weird that they had two separate plants to get rid of the same zombie. But one of them is just better than the other one. And hint, it's not fucking Spikeweed. Now don't get me wrong, Spikeweed is cool, but having a plant that can just kill an entire lane and then one that you have to wait and make sure you have a plant that can keep it in one spot definitely is not the greatest. And also, what would you rather do? Spend 150 sun or spend 125 sun? That's all I'm saying. And also, one goes away, one takes up space. All I'm saying is that Spikeweed is cool and all, but his main purpose, I don't really think he's that good, to be honest. That's my opinion. But even I can admit when he does get pretty good, and when you have a pretty big row of them, he definitely does a lot more damage, and he works a lot better than he normally would. But still, I just think Jalapeno is better. It's a lane clear, he gets rid of the snow, and I think Jalapeno is better. But let's get into the new plant. But before we do that, I was rewatching the footage right now, and I just realized I got an achievement. I don't know what that achievement is, but I think it's the Twin Sunflower achievement. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, now let's get into the actual new plant.
Plants.
Boo! Did I scare you? I hope I did, because this entire level I was actually kind of scared in the beginning. But while playing this level, like the whole time, not the whole time, like the first half, I was like, oh my god, I'm getting like vibrated, I'm getting like cornered. I feel like I might lose this level. But I didn't lose the level. Thank the fucking heavens. But yeah, had a little bit of a scare. But anyways, let's just get into the actual day. So, as I said, it was pretty hard in the beginning, but after like a minute or two, it got really easy, except for one new guy that I really don't like. Everyone say hello to...
Zombie!
That's right, the dolphin rider zombie. And what he does is he just jumps on a dolphin, speeds past every other zombie, and then jumps over the first plant in front of him. And I could say it gets very annoying when there's a sunflower there. And look at that! They sent another one directly after. You want to know what they do after that guy? He sent another one! They sent another one! While he's still there, by the way, while he is still there. And look at that! Jumps right over the fireball. Of course he would. Why would he not? And you want to know what happens after him? Another one! Another one shows up. Oh my god, thank God. I had Tail Cup ready. But that doesn't even matter because guess what happens again? Another one shows up. I can't escape the motherfucker. And I accidentally put a lily pad in the front row so he jumps up. But it doesn't matter because they're gone now. No more will come up after this point. Thank the goddamn. I got died. Huge wave. It would be absolutely absurd if 2 more dolphin rider zombies came up and we got a new plant and then his name Ton and he a new plant.
Plants!
After that nightmare of a level where I just got raided by dolphin zombies, I can definitely say it was a lot of fun not having to deal with them as much after that point. Oh my god, that was actually horrible. If my mic worked then, oh my god, you would have heard me like crying out in pain. That was horrible for me. But yes, we have a new plant and it is Tana. I like Tana. There's only like one thing I don't like about him, and that's his eyes. Why are his eyes red? He looks like he got like smoke in his eyes. I don't know why he looks like that. But yeah, I like Tana, and he's a very useful plant, and he stops some of the most annoying zombie in the whole game. So yeah, I love Tana. And another pet peeve, back again to talk about. So much wasted potential with this world, I guess. They could have added new zombies, I feel like. They should have added new zombies. But I understand why Pole Vulture is in this level. It's to show off that Tana works in the water and on, the surface, I guess. Welcome to the underground! Nothing happened in this level, but it was still fun. And since this is the 9th world, I can say that this world is still pretty fun to be, and I do like the mechanic of this middle being split down and it being a pool. But with that said, we now have the letter to the 10th level. Hello, we heard you were having a pool party. We think that is fun. We'll be right over. Sincerely, the zombies. Before we get into the actual day 10, I just want to say that this is currently my fastest growing series on my channel, which is really cool because I do love making these videos. And yesterday when I checked the video, it had about 18 views in 15 minutes, which isn't a lot, but that is currently the fastest a video has ever gotten views, so it's pretty cool to see that. And after 17 hours, it now has 43 views, which is a little bit, but it's still a lot more than I normally would get, and it already is going up to the ranks. And the first video is already like my second, third most viewed video, which is pretty cool. So I just want to say thanks to the people who are giving me a shot, and I find that really cool. Who cares about that said? I'm gonna step back, get a hammer, and go. Anyways, this level was actually kind of hard in the beginning. As you can see, I already am struggling a little bit. I don't know why I placed Torchwood Pea Shooter like right in front of him. That was stupid of me, but I was struggling pretty hard with this level. But after a little bit, I was able to build up a pretty good defense. I just really needed some more Torchwoods and walnuts and spikeweeds and lily pads. So basically, I needed everything. So I wasn't really doing that good, but still, I felt like I was doing pretty good. I don't know why I placed the DP to that. But then after a while, my defense was strong, and I was destroying everything. Everything was just blowing up like crazy. And of course, we killed the last zombie, and we got our. You're really not that good of a plant. Maybe this wasn't that worth it. Actually, now that I think about it.